Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your Orange versus mousesports round of 12. Actually, it says round of 16, but I believe that is correct. I believe this is the round of 12, as there are 4 teams who will not be moving on, and then we'll have the round of 8 coming up next. So, it is round of 12 action, Orange versus mousesports. Both of these teams went 1 and 2 in their groups, barely skated into the playoffs, but although they lost a couple of games, they were hard-fought games on the part of Mouse. The 2 matches they lost, they went 1 and 2. Against MUFC, against IG. I am LD of dotacommentaries.com, also known as David, and joining me are my partners in crime, Luminous and Gods. Together we are David, and David, and hey guys, how you doing?
I'm doing great. It's going to get very, very confusing very, very quickly if we've got way too many Davids here to handle, but we've got an exciting match, and I'm a bit jealous that you two get to be casting it, but we'll lead people through. How are you doing, Luminous?
I'm doing great. I think we should go on last name basis. Hello, Mr. Gordon. And,
It's
Mr.
Gorman.
Parker.
It's Gorman, not Gorman.
Gorman, sorry. We could sound really,
God.
really smart and intelligent.
So these two teams have actually not faced off against each other. I thought they had, but I was thinking of MUFC, the other Malaysian team. So, well, who do we favor in this match? Is there a favorite coming into it? Any bold predictions?
I think Mouse had the better performance in their group stage. They managed to win at least one game from every team. I mean, they lost 2 matches, they won 1, but both their losses to MUFC and IG, they at least won a game, and they've been really consistent and performed pretty well even on the higher delay conditions. I think they have a slight edge, if anything, here.
Lumi?
Well, since you said that, I'm going to go with Mouseport. I feel like this team, they're kind of risky play. They're very risky style, dive a lot. When it works,
Yeah.
it really works, and they beat the best teams in the world. We're talking about Navi, MTW. Now, traditionally, they are struggling against very, very strong and stable team, but I'm not sure whether Orange is that kind of team. I feel like Mouseport, if they have a good day, they could beat anybody, and I'm cheering for these boys.
Okay, well, let's actually dive into the two teams, take a specific look here. We have Orange. This is a team, to me, it's all about Yamateh and Mushi. When they play well, it's these two players leading the charge. xtinct does make some contributions with his junglers, but generally, if Orange is going to win a game, it's on the backs of these two. And well, they were not actually playing for them in the Pro Dota 2 World League, and it definitely hurt them. I believe they just got stomped in that one game in the losers bracket, got knocked out of the tournament. And so to me, those are the 2 key players for Orange.
Yeah, I fully agree. And I mean, you've got Winter, xtinct, Ice. I mean, really solid support play. Winter plays a mean side lane solo, but they're never going to be the ones to control the game. It always comes down to Mushi's, especially Mushi's performance. I think Yamateh, he generally often takes heroes like Windrunner as a solo hero. He doesn't often play those finesse heroes, and Mushi's performance is always going to be key on the sort of carry or semi-carry roles, whether it's a Queen of Pain, an anti-mage, a Morphling, some kind of a hard carry. He's the player to watch out for.
Yeah, speaking of players, I'm more interested in Mouseport and their roles as well, because in the past couple of weeks, Mouseport has been switching up roles, right? Traditionally, we've seen Comewithme playing support. In the past weeks, playing the hard carry, switching roles quite a bit with xtinct and sexybamboe. They're having an awesome 3-way switch. And how do you think it's going to affect the match today? Does it affect the match at all? Do you think they're versatile players that, like, you know what, supports carry, any roles they could play properly? Or do you think it does matter?
Well, speaking of Come With Me, he's actually the one player who will not be playing this match. Someone from CLG is standing in. I don't know if you caught that in the lobby.
It's actually Comewithme playing.
Oh, it
That's
is?
his account
Okay.
there.
Okay.
I don't know if you caught the rumors on Reddit that Comewithme may be leaving the team. It's all rumors. He's still officially in mousesports. They haven't announced anything. No one's actually announced anything, but there's rumors speculating that post the international he may be leaving. But he's been playing solo roles. He's been playing support. He's been playing invokers. Chen. He plays everything. He's a versatile player, and he's been he's been one of the most consistent players on their roster the last couple of months.
Yeah, his invoker play was really impressive to watch, as I just spilled all of my coffee all over the floor, but fortunately not on top of me, so that's okay. I'll clean it up later. But yeah, his invoker has been very impressive, and I mean, it just shows you the kind of individual talent this team has, and to me, that's what you need if you want to be one of the best teams. It's not enough by itself, but it is a prerequisite, and that's why we see Mouse sometimes, when they put it together, Lumi, like you said, they could be an absolutely fearsome beast, and, well, sometimes they don't have that coordination. The picks just aren't right. Whatever it is, lack of practice, you can speculate all you want, but when they don't have it, they really don't have it. When they do, man, they look sharp. So, with all that being said, it looks like we are ready to jump into the game. We are getting through our first set of bans here. So, Gods, I thank you for joining us, and we're actually going to have to bid you adieu for now. But
All
hopefully
right,
we'll have
no
you on in
worries,
the future.
guys.
Get out here,
All right.
Parker.
I'll talk to you guys later.
I love you
Thanks
guys.
for
Talk to you
coming
guys
on.
later. Enjoy the match.
Okay, so we jump inside the draft, and again, for anybody who's just tuning in, this is a best out of 3. It's a single elimination bracket. We are in the round of 12 right now. This is mousesports facing off against Orange, the team from Malaysia up against the Europeans, and we're just going to have to see who prevails in the end. But for the moment, this is a best out of 3. This is game 1. I am LD, he is Luminous, and right off the bat, we see mousesports ban the TA. Mushi is not going to get one of his favorite heroes.
Yeah, Mushi, I mean, his TA is so very powerful, but very surprising because Mousesports does have some good TA players, right? Bamboo just took down the Chinese team single-handedly by himself. So this is a team that also could, wreck quite a bit with TA, but, respect bans, perhaps. Don't want to deal with Mushi's TA. It's just a little bit too scary.
So I guess the question now, and really always is, who slips through? Invoker, a notable hero that's available. If Come With Me wants to play that, he'll have that option as well. We were talking about the junglers a little bit, and Chen as well as Enchantress both are available. And mousesports definitely a team that like to run their junglers. Has it still been Come With Me playing the jungler when they picked it as of late? Because I know I've seen him on that semi-carry role from time to time, but I think he's still the jungler player, correct?
Yeah, I don't think they actually played jungler when Company is on the carry, so they do
Oh.
limit themselves quite a bit. But it's Sanking and Mirana. Mirana's such an early pickup. We do see some American teams and some Singaporean teams having relatively success with this particular hero, but have not seen Mouseport, at least the games I've been watching, recently playing Mirana. Have you been seeing them play this hero?
I saw it picked once. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was for Pro Dota 2. It was Infused that picked it. So perhaps not the best team to use as an example, because if you guys haven't watched Infused, they can be a little wacky with their lineups at times. Wagamama is forever tinkering and experimenting. But the Mirana worked in the end. They won that game, although I would argue, and I think many would agree, it was not the Mirana that was doing the dirty work. It was not the Mirana that carried the day. She didn't have her second big item until about 60 minutes into the game. So this is a hero that has a lot of potential if she gets a good start. But she doesn't have any steroid spells. She's not. She's a hero that needs a lot of items to deal damage in the mid to late game. So if you're playing her as the carry, to me she's kind of a risky proposition compared to someone like Morphling. But she does offer you a lot of potential with burst damage and ganking, and they do have a Sand King to set up that arrow. So this could work.
Yeah, it could. I think that's a key word. It could. There's very little fallback upon. She's not a great pusher in her own right, so she can't assist the team too much. In terms of team fight, her AoE damage is it's okay. There's some AoE. There's a Star Storm. There's a Moonlight Shadow that's decent. She just doesn't excel in any stage of the game, and I think that's an issue. If you pick a Morphling, you know you're getting a hard carry in late game. If you're picking, let's say, a Leshrac, you know you're going to get a couple of towers. Mirana, you really don't know what you get. Sometimes you get a lot. Sometimes you don't get too much. That sounds like Malsport, right? So, I mean, they're picking the hero. Let's see if it's going to work out perfectly for them here.
Tinker is the pickup for Mouse, so they have a team with some good mobility between the Leap, the Burrow Strike, and of course Tinker once he gets his boots of travel. Now the question will be, can he get them? He's up against the Chen, he's up against the Venomancer. These are heroes that love to tower dive, love to get those early kills. If Mousesports can get up those core items, especially the boots of travel and Tinker, I think they'll be in great shape because Tinker will be very good at shutting down this push. Orange not necessarily all in on the push, but when you pick up Chen and Leshrac, you want your early towers. So we'll see if this Tinker pick can pan out. But he is quite squishy. He is a bit vulnerable. So it'll be interesting to see where do they place this Tinker, and will he be able to hang on until he gets those bots up.
Yeah, even if Tinker doesn't shut down the entire push by himself with the margin machine, he will just force out the early mech usage or early Hand of God usage. Make your team fight go a little bit easier. But that, again, depends on Tinker getting that early breach of travel. I imagine this is going to be a March build, considering the hero that we're seeing. Rocket Laser is going to be really good in killing the squishies, but perhaps a little bit more afraid of the pushing power, because Leshrac Chen, I mean, right at level 2, level 1 even, you could actually lose a tower. So Tinker perhaps is going to be going for a little bit March focus early, but I think that also comes down to lane, right? If we see Tinker going solo mid, then the Laser Rocket perhaps a little bit more likely.
Well, we saw in the game the series that we cast yesterday, that if you go Laser Rocket and it doesn't work out early game, it really limits your options to come back because you don't have March available to do things like farm stacked Ancients, even just push lanes out. So we'll see what build he goes. But it's funny to say, but March really is the safer build, especially nowadays. So Mouse have a lot of killing potential here if he wants to go that Laser Rocket build. I think it's a good lineup to do so in, but again, it is a bit risky. So the second stage of the bans, Enchantress gets banned out. Chen was already picked up, so no counter, no hard jungle counter available for that. Brood made it all the way through to the second stage of ban. She gets banned too, and KYXY's Invoker will get banned out here. So come with me, not going to be playing that. Enigma is the pick, a hero that, I mean, for Orange, there's no real carry on this team. They get some more team fight, but really what they're getting now is a lot of strong early game, some laning options, and a mid game or even early to mid game style push available to them. Where do they go with this last pick? Are they going to go all in, or are we going to see them go back for something like a Morphling?
I think Dragonite will fit perfectly here. We'll give you that 40-minute carry. We'll get awesome pushing power early on, but they're going to go with Tiny. I think pretty much the same thing, right? You're going to focus a little bit more on burst damage, but definitely can carry with the Acceptor pickup. And we see immediately Slaughter pickup. I think Slaughter trying to hit
and Tiny.
Yeah, I mean, Tiny, Slaughter, this is heroes that we don't see too often. Slaughter perhaps more so. So I'm expecting some big things from our mouse guys because this hero has a lot of proof. He's a decent hero, but I mean, the fact that he has to get a melee rage.
He needs a lot to get going. Lumi, I'm going to restart the call and restart Skype because for some reason people cannot hear you in-game. So my apologies to those who aren't hearing him. Hopefully this will fix it. Okay, we're going to restart Skype. So yes, Slaughter and Tiny, very interesting picks here on both fronts. It looks to me like we're going to see something along the lines of that TC Tiny. I could be proven wrong. The Southeast Asian players do love their utility builds. Jay from Oneski in particular loves to go things like Force Staff, Blink Dagger, and Yule Scepter, but we'll have to see what type of build he goes for this time around. Let me call Lumi back. Hey, Lumi, welcome back.
Hello.
So
Am I okay now?
I'm not sure. I mean, it's not on the stream. It's only for the in-game. Everything is set up correctly on my end. I double-checked everything for virtual audio cable. So if people are still having issues, then I don't really know what to do. The only thing I could try is restarting my computer, but we'll have to wait until either a long pause or until game 2 for that. So, guys, if it's not working, just let us know in chat. We do apologize. If you really want audio, you can have the stream open in the background in the meantime. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and introduce our players. We're going to have Ice playing that support. Venomancer Ward's already picked up. Xtinct on his signature Chen with a smoke purchase. Yamateh, this will be a farmy Leshrac heading towards the top lane. Mushi going to be playing that Tiny. Looks like he's going mid, Rushy Bottle. And finally, KYXY. This is a player who the last time we cast him, I believe this was with you, Lumi, maybe it was with Gods, but he struggled mightily in that series. He'll be going to the off lane as Enigma.
I think it was with Gods. I have not cast a MUFC game in the World Tour, and so this is going to be my first. Meanwhile, on the mousesports team, it's going to be Xtinct on the Windrunner, perhaps solo mid, but no, there's a pair of Observe Wards being purchased, not 600 gold spent, so we're going to see the Xtinct support once again. Black, of course, as usual, going to be playing the carry Slaughter, 1437 on the support Sanking, and of course he's bought the courier, and items looks fairly simple. Similar to Xtinct. Comewithme's going to be going mid with Tanker. I haven't seen this. And sexybamboe, the Bobster up on the top lane. Solo Mirana. I mean, he solo long lanes all the time, right? Queen of Pain,
right.
Mother. So he's in his element.
But you have a Windrunner. To me, Mirana is the hero that needs to farm much more so than Windrunner. Sure, Windrunner would like to get it. She needs some items. But this is a boom or bust kind of pick. He does have the pull camp board off. But if this lane doesn't work out for Bamboe, if he gets zoned out of the lane, Mirana is not a hero that offers you much without items.
Neither is Windrunner, I suppose. I guess
you can always spam power shot.
Yeah, you can at least counter. I see where you're coming here. Yeah, perhaps that's it. But Mirana, pretty weak as a support in the lane, so perhaps that's why they're doing this situation. Now you can see exactly that. Sexybamboe gets zoned out. He has a ward in the jungle, but he sees Venomancer coming in. What can he do about it other than back off? So, here comes 1437 with the rotation. Perhaps they're even going to set up a kill. Mirana has not selected skill yet, so Ice is just slithering away out of there.
This is a situation where you definitely don't want to pick a skill, because if Sanking comes in and he hits a Burrow Strike, you can maybe get a kill with that arrow. But on the flip side, if you pick up arrow and then you get ganked aggressively by that Chen, you don't have leap, you're going to go down. So I love the fact he's not taking skill point. Something you expect from a pro, but something your pub players will not often do. 1437 is going to eat a clap. He has already taken Burrow Strike. Can Burrow Strike to the low ground if he needs to. Looks like he's going to have to do just that. Burrow Strike's down. He'll be fine. But you can already see the pressure that's going to be applied on this top lane. And really, what does Sand King offer in this lane? It's a nice combo in theory, right? Burrow Strike into Arrow. But in reality, with Chen pressuring, with Venomancer and Leshrac getting the edge here in terms of levels early on, not sure how much Sand King will be able to offer. And that's why we see 1437 already rotating towards mid, maybe trying to set something up on Mushi.
I think 1437 is going to help zoning or anti-zoning, because once Venomancer comes in, he's going to walk straight at Bamboo, and Bamboo has to back off. But with a Sand King in position, mousesports is always threatening for that kill, so Venomancer can't be as aggressive. So he's giving Bamboo a little bit of farming room, but it's not enough, because Chen comes in with this creep and Sand King has to back off regardless. I don't think they're going to use this as in any offensive capability. You don't want to Burrow Strike in against Leshrac. You're going to eat it in a Venomous scale, and you're going to go down. So he's basically going to sit here and look pretty. That's it. And hopefully Bamboo going to get a little bit of farm because of that.
Speaking of sitting and looking pretty, look at KYXY right now. Only level 1. Xtinct doing a fantastic job of zoning him out of this lane. He's hitting 3, by the way, despite playing support to Black Slardar. So overall, things looking pretty good in that respect. Well, is he playing support, though? I believe Black's getting the farm, but Xtinct's actually keeping pace with levels here. So, either way, he's getting a lot of experience in that bottom lane. The camp was not warded off. Enigma can deny creeps, it will slowly pull the lane back, but for the moment, he's quite behind in terms of levels.
Xtinct playing the support has 6 creep kills. I want to play support like he does, man. Look at that CS. It looks like they're going to give a dive against KYXY. Sprint is up, but they're not going to go for it. Unfortunately, this lineup can't, or this lane in particular, can't really push that well, but 1437 is here as well. 1437 just journeying across the world and not accomplishing too much. Yeah, this is kind of an awkward situation in this lane. They can't push, can't do really anything.
Although Bambo is not farming up top, he is hanging on here. He's getting a couple of levels up. Yamateh having a decent time with the farm, 13-11, but Black is getting more. And we were starting to talk a little bit about Slardar before we had our technical issue, so let's pick up that discussion where we left off. Here's the thing about Slardar, is he's a fantastic hero if you get up the items, but he needs a lot of items. He needs something to tank up because he's always in the front lines. He generally needs something to initiate, like a Blink Dagger. Oh, middle lane, come with me, going deep. Trying to dive Mushi. Mushi does not have boots. Neither does Come With Me. One more rocket. 2 more auto attacks would do it. He's not going to chase. In comes Xtinct with the backstab. Will he have enough to bring him down? No net use. Just harass him off the lane. Still, Tinker zoning this tiny out early. Mushi only 13-1. Tinker all the way up at 18-1. I will be even farther ahead. Also in position to get that 4-minute rune if it spawns the correct way. In fact, Mouse should definitely get it.
There was no first blood there, but that was a huge win for Come With Me. Anytime you're playing solo mid, you can send the enemy hero back, and of course get the 4-minute rune. You have accomplished your job, at least in the first 4 minutes. Come With Me playing rather well right now. Double damage.
KYXY.
Forcing Xtinct to pick that one up, but I think that might be to his death. Sprinting in is Slardar, the crush is gonna hit. Question is, will power shot? Yes, it does. A couple more right hits gonna do it. Malefice, but XtinCt's gonna pick up for first blood here. Xtinct playing the all-star support, getting first blood, getting some last hits. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Another game for KYXY where he starts it off giving up first blood. This happened multiple times. I believe it was up against CLG in the Pro Dota 2 World League. He just hasn't been having many good games this time around, and checking that rune without vision when Xtinct's missing, pretty dangerous to say the least. They wanted to try and deny it to Come With Me. In the end, gives up a first blood, but here you go for arms. They're getting the trade, pushing that top tower. This tri-lane can easily push down multiple towers. We'll see if they even stop here. I think they can turn for 2, at least force a couple TPs back towards that top lane. For the moment, the push continues. And although KYXY gives up a first blood, you talked about it, this tri-lane a bit awkward. They're not getting a tower in return. Oh, middle lane. Mushi kills Come With Me.
And that Mushi completely won back the lane, even though being forced back, so very well played by him. But yeah, I mean, KYXY, you don't want to give up the first blood, but there's no punishment for giving up first blood. There's no strong pushing trialing on the bottom. Unlike Orange on the top, like, even if you don't get a kill here, they can push, and they are pushing right now. Tier 2 down to half HP. There's a glyph not being used. Arrow's gonna hit. Teleportation comes in against the Chen. Will that be enough? Tinker, nice blur, and a Gale. The rocket will hit for sure. The laser rocket. Ice is gonna go down for sure. Mirana does have to leap. Is he gonna go right in? Perhaps not. Sand King, meanwhile, on the bot lane gets yet another kill on KYXY. Action happening all over the place right now. I just feel that mousesports, despite being ahead in 2 kills, I think they're behind because of tower.
Well, here's the thing, is they have a lot of strong anti-push if they get up the levels on 2 main heroes, that being Xtinct on the Windrunner, who's already level 5, and for Tinker Come With Me, he actually won't have it because he's not going for the March build, so correct? I apologize. That's a
Top
talent
lane!
shot. Nice snipe there by xtinct.
Sick snipe here by xtinct, and Chen is gonna back off seeing. Oh, there's an angry Tinker incoming. Man, this Tinker's been ganking a lot more than any other Tinker I've ever seen. He's just all over the place.
Orange is quite squishy, so it's not a bad build in that sense. Until Chen
Yeah.
gets his Hand of God, his mech up, they can burst heroes down.
And this Tinker is just hunting around for Chen. Chen on his... What is that, a raptor or a...
Oh, they're gonna get another sniping off ice. Is it a raptor? What are you?
I got distracted. What the hell is Chen riding on?
What is he riding on? I'm not even watching the map, so I hope there's no kill. It looks like a giant quill beast. That's what it looks like to me. Like a genetically mutated one.
Is it a boar, a pig?
Yeah, something along those lines. Some sort of mammalian creature, which has a regal crest on top of it, perched atop its head. Okay, let's look at what's actually going on in this game. One thing to notice is Black, 47 CS, over 20 above Leshrac. Black Note is one of the premier farmers in Europe nowadays, and to be out-farming Leshrac by this margin, pretty impressive stuff.
Well, I mean, you know, Leshrac's out farming by a tower, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much map I want to do for
Creeps
that.
keep on spawning, towers don't. See,
Right, so
you
it's
can only
more
knock
hard
them
to
down
knock
once.
the towers, right?
No, you can only knock the towers down once. You see what I'm
suppose.
saying?
I suppose. There's these kind of logic too strong. We do see Ice in the on the top trying to get a backstab against Mirana. Mirana, meanwhile, they're just going at it against Yamateh. Leaps in right now, but Yamateh very, very quick with the Arcane Boots finish. Bamboo just not going to be enough. Man, that Starstorm arrow, it's going to miss. And now Bamboo in an awkward situation because Venomancer could come out and backstab. But
really can't because there's no creeps right now.
Right. Oh, power shot!
Oh, sing. Bottom lane, Come With Me gets caught out. Does not have the boots to travel yet. Only 700 gold in the bank. Probably will go down. The rockets, the laser doing a lot of damage. In comes Mushi. Come With Me will live. Nope, maybe not. Runs back in. One more shockwave should end his life. Shockwave pulling down. Not gonna hit. He barely escapes. Mushi with the phase boots and a DD and a smoke picked up. This could be trouble for whoever has the balls to show their map on the map. Their face on the map in the meantime. Up top, Shackle Shot onto ice, as well as the nukes from Bamboo. They get another kill. xtinct just being incredibly effective with this Windrunner. What is his score right now? 4-0-1. Effective and maybe taking a few more kills than he should be. But either way, he's getting those kills for his team.
I don't know. Like you asked earlier, is the Mirana supporting or is the Windrunner supporting? From the looks of it, Bamboo is doing the support. I'm just saying. Because xtinct has face boots, 18 creep kills, and 4 kills. That's insane. He's all over the place. Just so effective with his roam. He's now in mid lane trying to do something for his team. Mushi with the double damage though. You don't want to get nearby because the avalanche toss combo plus that 1 extra hit in that toss, it's going to do quite a bit.
Here we go, middle lane. They're grouping up with the Centaur charges in. Centaur runs away, and in fact, nothing will come of that. So, avalanche just on the creeps. Mushi just trying to push the lane out a little bit. He's got this DD and a smoke. You gotta figure he wants to go for a gank now of some kind. For the moment, though, not doing it. And look at what's happened to KYXY. He's just abandoned the bottom lane. Not even gonna look to defend it anymore. For mousesports, they really need to start pushing this. But for the moment, they haven't done so. Already a Vanguard up on Black, so now he can be very aggressive, pushing this tower, diving anybody who dares to show up.
I think that was a great choice by KYXY to leave the lane, at least momentarily. He knows he's going to die in the lane if he leaves it. Or excuse me, he's going to stay in the lane and then die. But if he leaves the lane, what the hell is Mouse going to do? Right click? Yeah, there's just not enough push. He's going to come back right out and defend that. Invis Rune from Tiny. He's going to get the assistance, a Malefice and a Black Hole. No Black Hole just yet because level 5, but here comes Mushi. He could just pop 1437 if he chooses to do so.
He wants Black. I'm not sure about... No, now he goes on the 1437. No, not going for anyone just yet. And Mushi maybe misses an opportunity. This is going to be a very dangerous time to go in. Will get one.
Oh.
Nope. There you go. Not going to find him.
Look at HP. Look at Sanking's HP. Survives with 28. I want to point out to Mushi's skill build. You want to max the toss. Toss does way more damage than Avalanche. I think the exact skill build you want to go is Toss max by 7. You take your ultimate at 8. And then Avalanche max at 9. Mathematically, that does the most amount of damage, and that was close. 30 damage, perhaps if he skilled his skill choice a little bit differently, he would have got the kill.
Oh, the idol on blocking Mushi when he wants to go for the backstab. Bit of miscommunication here. Not that backstabbing Black is advisable. This is probably the one hero they should not be trying to dive. At least not without 4 heroes, 5 heroes in the lane. They're going to back off for the moment. So let's sort of take stock of the game right now. How are we doing in terms of gold? About a 3,000 gold lead for the Radiant, in spite of being down on towers right now. They're really out farming by a lot. 78 CS up on Black. He's just not stopping. Who needs Edict? Who needs AoE spells when you just have right clicks? You're saying he's not getting the tower, and that's certainly true. But he is farming his absolute balls off right now, leading the charts by 1,200 gold in terms of gold earn. Again, this is without tower gold. If they ever get a tower, he's really going to shoot up.
I'm surprised that MUFC doesn't, or excuse me, Orange does not have more tower in their name, because they should be. They have a Chen, they have a Leshrac, they only brought down a tier 1. You could say that it's because of Xtinct roaming very, very effectively, getting the kills, shutting down the pushes. But my question is, how effective is Black going to be in this game? He has one of the strongest start you could ask for in a Slaughter, but he's going in against, you know, a Leshrac, against a lot of Chen creeps, against a Black Hole, against a Venomous Scale, and has done a whole tiny combo. What is Slaughter expected to accomplish in this game? Big Arrow's gonna barely miss on the long lane, mid lane. Yeah, what is Slaughter gonna accomplish in this game? Is he an initiator? Is he the full DPS carry? Is he the tank? Or is he like a little bit of everything?
That's really the timeless question about Slardar, right? Is what role is he going to fill? Because he can fill a bit of everything if you want to. Bamboe, top lane, is going to leap away in the end. He'll be just fine. Yamateh is going for lightning, only 1 point in the stun, so that one may be a bit difficult to land this game. We'll see if he can chain it up properly. But as far as Slardar goes, he can go for the tank, he can go for the initiator with something like a Blink Dagger. The BKB is always an option if you want to charge in first, and here we go, Bamboe gets revealed. Mushi whipping on the Avalanche, oh, that's unfortunate. Tossed on the Centaur, but the Centaur already stopped. Miscommunications all around, power shot. Looks like it was heading towards mid, not actually going to hit on anything. Now the arrow hits on the Centaur, Centaur gets ganked out. Picked off an Xtinct, a smoke gank foiled. Now Mushi caught out, not a good position, shackled, epicenter, he will go down. Power shot cleaning that one up. Xtinct getting all the kills in this game. And middle lane, it's Black charging and Malefice onto him. Gale will hit, he will back off, just sort of bullying these heroes. Top lane, Yamateh gets the tower, Bamboe finishes him off. This time Xtinct's power shot not going to be there in time. But mousesports finding the kills everywhere.
Yamateh didn't get the tower.
He did it!
He was edicting, someone pressed Glyph, Mirana leaped in for the last hit denied. That was some sick play from Mirana. I'm not sure if you caught that on the camera, but it was well played.
I came in a second late there, I was watching mid, but good catch.
Yamateh threw away his life for that one, and you know, a little bit of a slap on the face from Bamboe. It's like, well, thank you for top lane. Now Yasha.
That was a very expensive tower kill. They used the smoke gank, it fails, their tiny dies. That being Mushi. Looks like he's going for a 4-step, maybe a Yule Scepter here. But whatever he's going for, it's not going to be very quick. And, well, the tower gets denied on top of it. This is a team that you expect to push a lot of towers. They only have 2, and one of those is a tower denied. Burrowstray getting on some creeps. And now we're seeing mousesports. They have this good anti-push in the mid-game. Arrow not going to hit. Almost finding KYXY. Who's just so damn squishy that he opts for power treads. Normally something we don't see right away off the mid-game.
This is just a really great game to do a case study of. Because if you look on paper, right, what counter pushing AoE do they have? Nothing. Like, they have a power shot early game, but you don't need AoE to counter push, as Mousesport is showing us. All you really need is just to kill them. I know that sounds like duh, but that's exactly what we see, and that's not something that's so apparent to a lot of players out there. All you have to do is make sure you keep killing them, and they can never gather up with the push. Mushi's just waiting for Xtinct right now. Xtinct, Avalanche. Toss? Where's the toss? There's a toss. Where's the stomp? No, it misses. And Xtinct lives to fight another day. He's going to turn right back.
They're just not finding these kills, and this is what happens when Windrunner gets a couple early items. The face boots and that point in Windrun. The Centaur could not even stay in range. Toss directly on top. Immediately out of range to do the stomp. And for Orange, they've been going very aggressively for these smoke ganks. Mushi is even backdooring the tower now. The Glyph is down. He should be able to get it. Xtinct Windrunning in. Tower will be hit. Now, the power shot maybe going to try and find Mushi out. No, there you go. Power shot finds the TP into Tinker. Will there be anyone else? He comes back in. Wants come with me. Very greedy play from Mushi, and boy, is he going to be punished. One more right click. He goes down. And meanwhile, bottom lane, it's Black. Chen charging in. Looks like Leshrac already died here to Black. Or no, where did Leshrac die? Yeah, he did die to Black. And in the end, Chen comes in late, not able to get the kill. And this Slardar maybe just being the ultimate form of bait. Multiple heroes try to gank him, never died, and now he's got a Blink Dagger.
I'm not sure if you want to gank Slaughter, yeah. He's such a tanky hero. Now the Blink Dagger's up. At this point, I don't think we're going to get a question answer. Is he going to be the initiator? Is he going to be in a tank? He's just going to be so much stronger than the enemy hero. that he could do whatever the hell he wants. KYXY in the wrong neighborhood needs to get out here because Slaughter is incoming very, very soon. Here comes xtinct teleporting as well. Dire want to stay the ground. They want this tier 1 bot, but perhaps they are not going to get it because 5 mousesports players are here to defend, and they don't have their Venomancer.
Well, it's only a level 5 Venomancer. Not sure how much will really contribute. Shackle is going to cancel Wildkin Tornado. Look at the rocket spam. At this point, because they're so far behind... Oh, the arrow's going to hit. KYXY absolutely screwed. Blink in. Stun on 2. Laser follows through, and they get 3 kills in the blink of an eye. And Mushi with the haste rune. This is not a sight you want to see if you have a tiny solo mid. Can do nothing but run away.
Yep, it's really, really saddening to see the Tiny. I'm not sure if it lags involved, but he's missing quite a bit. Avalanche toss combo, and every avalanche toss combo is precious. Orange calls a GG. It is not early by any means. Look at the score, 14-2 against a team that should, in theory, have to play the early game to have more AoE, to have more pushing power, but nothing connects. I think it's just off to the good roaming of 14-37 as well as xtinct.
Yeah, xtinct just making things happen, and I guess the other thing you could say is Orange didn't get as many towers as they would have liked to get early game. Look at how many pushing heroes they have. They only really got the 1 top early. They eventually got the tier 1 mid, but that was tiny backstabbing after a couple allies died. The tier 2 top is denied. Orange picked a lineup that really wanted to jump out to a fast start, and to me they just couldn't afford to give up as many kills as they did. They weren't equipped to come back from it. Black got so much farm that you throw a couple of kills on top of that, and, well, he's going to be looking pretty good.
Well, I guess we're going to game 2, right?
We are. I'm just waiting for my score screen. So hopefully the last player from Orange will disconnect soon. So in game number 2, you might, for a little sneak peek, I guess, at the Dota show tonight, Lumi will be doing a segment on greedy lineups, the details of which are to be disclosed. But I think it's fair to say this mousesports lineup was pretty greedy. Even the support heroes, Windrunner and Sandking, need quite a bit of levels and farm to be effective, and, well, this time around, Lumi, they made it work.
I was thinking to myself, I think this replay is going to be going in. It's an awesome replay, and I like how I brought up the case study, because that's exactly what I was referring to, because, again, this lineup, where's the counter-pushing AoE? It doesn't matter, and I think that's really an eye-opening sight for me, at least. Right now, we're waiting for the ending score, and Venomancer decides to just waste everybody's time. Thank you, Ice. Really appreciate it.
Trolling us just a touch. I think they're having a smoke in between games, and he's probably not having one. So just mess you around in the lobby in the meantime. But heading into game number 2, I wonder what we're going to see coming out from Orange. I feel like this lineup that they had was fine, and it could have worked just perfectly, but it was much more the execution for me that was the problem. And you're just getting picked off here and there. Black even wondering what's going on. He's on the hunt now. 1v1 mid. Let's go. Ice versus Black. I wonder who's going to win this fight. Oh, he's got the set. Come on, Black.
I'm going to put money on Black.
Come on, Black. Come on, Black.
Under tower.
You know you want to do it, man. Just man up. But yeah, this is such an interesting game. Morana in the off lane. This hero normally doesn't even seem to have much of an impact when she's in the safe lane nowadays. Nice TP jukes.
Sorry, I had to laugh. Black just messed that one up so badly, but that's fine. Black's laughing at himself too. Oh man. Alright. 2 friends call GG. No one leaves.
This doesn't make a noise.
Oh boy.
Just to beat that particular reference to death.
Yeah.
For anybody just tuning in, anybody wondering what the hell is going on, we are waiting for the final score screen to help our good friends at dota-academy.com be able to get these stats loaded in easily and efficiently. But this is game 1 of a best out of 3, round of 12 playoff bracket action from Beyond the Summits World Tour. Whoever wins this match, let's see, who do they go on to face, actually? I should know this, but I have to look it up. And if you ever want to look any of this information up, go to dotacommentaries.com, click on the World Tour link, and you will be able to find it. They're facing eHome, and eHome looked fearsome in the group stages.
They did. They did.
Oh boy.
You might argue that they perhaps had an easy group, but their victories have been extremely, extremely impressive. And whoever going up against eHome right now, it's going to have a lot of work cut out for them.
Well, we're going to find out who advances in 2 games at most, maybe only 1. Mousesports take game 1. Rather convincing victory, to put it mildly. We're headed into game 2 momentarily. But for now, this is LD and Luminous, also known as David and David of dotacommentaries.com, signing